So you're thinking of moving to Atlanta, Georgia, and you want to know, what are the best neighborhoods? Well, today we're going to cover the top 5 communities, who's living there and why. If that's information you want to know, then keep watching. Y'all, my name's Stefanie Davis, and in this video we're going to be covering the top 5 neighborhoods. Where are the millennials, the young professionals, the families, and the retirees? If you're new to the channel, we do a ton of videos on what it's like to eat, sleep, live, and play right here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. If that's information you want to know, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. That way you know each and every time we drop a new video. Every day we have got families who are reaching out to us, who are wanting to move or relocate to this area. And honestly, we absolutely love it. If you're thinking about moving or relocating out this way, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, however you need to get in touch with me, because we've got your back while you're moving to the Atlanta, Georgia area. All right, so here's the good stuff, what you want to know, where to live in Atlanta. What this is going to be, it's going to be like a little mini neighborhood guide. Atlanta has got a lot of neighborhoods, so we're going to limit our list to the downtown area only. First up on our list of downtown neighborhoods is going to be Castleberry Hill. This neighborhood is located in the southwest corner of downtown, and it's really cool because it's one of the last surviving warehouse districts in the entire nation. But it's also a very popular Atlanta neighborhood that really focuses on art and culture. Many of the old warehouses here, they've been converted into lofts or homes, making for some really exciting, if non-conventional places to call home. The main boundaries are going to be between I-20, MLK Junior Parkway, and Northside Drive. So one of the neat things about Castleberry Hill is they have a lot of quirky events, and actually on every second Friday of each month they have this thing called Castleberry Hill Art Stroll, and it's really basically like a block party. It's art galleries. They open up their doors to the public, and they've got street artists there really showcasing their work. There's one really cool display there that you've got to see it to believe it. It's Atlanta Metal Works, Ironport, and it's out there by Elliott Street Deli and Pub. So what they do is they take hot molten lava and they throw it onto a wall, and it creates this spectacular explosion of fireworks. Like I said, you've got to see it to believe it. All right, so next up we've got Fairly Poplar District. I hope my accent did not butcher that up for you. It's not fairly popular, it's fairly poplar, okay? So this district is actually listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and the neighborhood really blossomed back in the 19th and 20th centuries as a business district, while Atlanta itself established itself as one of the major business hubs of the Southeast. Now, Lucky Street Studios and the Blazer Theater anchor the arts and culture scene in this district, but they are, widely recognized throughout the city. Now, the architecture here is absolutely gorgeous, and it's one of the hallmarks of Fairly Poplar. Now, the district's crown jewel is going to be the Flatiron Building. You've probably heard of that before because there is a famous structure up in New York City that bears the same name, but our construction of this one actually predates New York City's. It did open in 1897, and it made it to the World Heritage Site in 1976, so it's something pretty neat to see here. All right, so we've got Midtown and Buckhead, and this is where the young professionals are. If you've done any reading at all about Atlanta neighborhoods, then you have likely heard of Midtown and Buckhead. And if that's the case, then I don't need to tell you that they're popular neighborhoods. But if that's not the case, then let me take the time to tell you right now, they are popular neighborhoods. So first up, a little bit about Midtown. The main drag in Midtown is the Midtown Mile. It's a section of Peachtree Street. Yes, one of the many Peachtree Streets. But it's a section of Peachtree Street between North Avenue and 15th Street. Now, the mile has got loads of shopping and local boutiques and national stores, as well as several restaurants and some really nice, unique local cuisine for you to be able to enjoy. Midtown is one of the young and hip neighborhoods, and it's been attracting young professionals, back since the 1980s. The neighborhood supports a lot of luxury high-rise buildings among its walkable streets, and it's got an average walk score of 88. So Midtown is the 6th most walkable neighborhood in Atlanta, and really you can do almost all of your errands on foot here. All right, second up, we've got a little bit about Buckhead. Now, Buckhead's the fancier older sibling of Midtown, and it's another popular neighborhood for Atlanta young professionals. It's got a central location, a thriving nightlife, and a supremely walkable layout. Buckhead's popularity, I mean, there's no wonder why it's so popular. Now, Buckhead is one of the more affluent neighborhoods in Atlanta, which does lend itself to some obvious pros and cons. You do have some of the best amenities in the city, easy access to MARTA, and beautiful properties. This does come with a downside. So real estate in Buckhead can be pretty pricey. Like a single family home there is $500,000. Now, rent is a little bit more affordable for young professionals, but it's still kind of pricey. All right, so for young families, the public education here is solid, but like most affluent neighborhoods, most kids do end up attending one of the local private schools. All right, so East Side. This area is growing and expanding, and once again, if you've heard anything about Atlanta, then you know that East Side is getting hot. So we're going to talk about two prominent neighborhoods, one being the East Atlanta Village, and the other is going to be the historic Old Fourth Ward District. Now, East Atlanta Village is located between I-20 and Moreland Avenue, and y'all, it was really on some significant revitalization in the past years. This has affected a major shift. It was once considered a pretty dangerous area. It was an undesirable part of Atlanta, but now it's become one of the most sought after. And it really doesn't hurt that East Side boasts some affordable housing, and y'all, it's got some really good local food options there. Now, the historic Old Fourth Ward District is located north of downtown. It's east of I-85 and it's split by Highway 10. The neighborhood is home to some really beautiful houses, a budding restaurant scene, and it's got residents of all ages. So here you're going to find everybody. You're going to find millennials, young professionals, families, and retirees. Further east, there's going to be a little 5 Points. Now, this is another popular neighborhood, but I will give you a word of caution. The crime rate here is a bit higher than some of the other places that I mentioned. All right, West Side. Now, this is where it's hip and walkable. There's going to be two dominant neighborhoods in West Atlanta, and they're Atlantic Station and West Midtown. Now, the majority of the neighborhood is accessible by public transportation. However, the majority of the neighborhood is also privately owned. Now, this place has got the convenience of everything you could ever want, including IKEA. And it's an easy walking distance from your house. So, but I will tell you that the neighborhood's popular for tourists, and it can get really crowded during the summertime and on holidays. Now, West Midtown is known as the Design District, and it's full of warehouses, lofts, art galleries, and shopping. The West Side Provision District, it really provides a unique minimalist architecture, and some of the top restaurants in Atlanta. For example, Antico Pizza is located here, and it's really one of our personal favorites. So today I didn't go over costs. I've got another video right here. It's going to go over the cost of living in Atlanta. If you enjoyed what you saw, then give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and tap that notification bell. That way you know when a new video comes out next week. Like I said, we are here to help you. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help direct you to your ideal spot here in the Atlanta, Georgia area.